the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Aaron's Hour that was recorded live in front of a studio audience. That's right. Aaron's Hour, we pull and save every expense possible to bring you the best possible show from around Las Vegas. I'm Aaron Phillips. Thankfully, that works because the title of the show, Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, would make no sense if my name was John Smith. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. Thank you for watching us on Facebook, regardless of whatever channel, mine or WWDB TV. Same two channels, of course, on YouTube are always available. And in about 5 to 7 days or so after you watch this show, it'll be available on the WWDB TV network on Roku, R-O-K-U, by the way, streaming service. Not only will you be able to catch all of my shows, and you have a plethora of options with which to watch my shows, but you also have a plethora of options of all the plethora of other shows and episodes that are on this plethora of network channels. I get paid by the plethora, by the way. That's why I say it so much. That's right. If you believe that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. My guest today, she really needs to get a life because she's been on my show so much, she keeps coming back. But that's okay because I love her. I love having her on here. Joining me today on today's show, we're going to have a little fun talking about some stuff. But please welcome to the show today my good friend from the Las Vegas History Museum, which I always screw up the name purposely to make her mad at me. She is co-director. It's Kate Porter. How are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm doing well. And yes, you got me once again. Natural History Museum.
I always, you know what? I'm lucky I remember my own name in the morning and I get that order right. So, but I know you live to correct me. So I know how that works.
It's fun. It's always fun coming on the show.
It is. We have a good time.
We do.
Because you know why? We talk about stuff that really is important to Vegas, and that is the history of this town, as well as history in general with all the stuff that's down there. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Dino Ball that happened what seemed like a year ago, only 6 months ago, because we've only been trying to arrange this for like forever. But that's okay. I'm patient for Kate. I have no problem with that.
You are. You're very kind.
How's everybody at the museum doing, by the way?
Oh, we're doing so well these days.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry. I thought you were
No, I was going to, but you know me. I started thought and then I stopped just because.
Oh, good. Yeah, you keep me on my toes that way.
Yes.
So yeah, we're doing great at the museum.
Good.
We've got weekend programming. We just finished up Resilience, which was our Black History Month exhibition and programming with a guest artist, Harold Akimpong.
Okay.
And he did these immersive drumming experiences. Yes, shout out to Harold. And we're really looking forward to the spring. And then this summer, we're going to have our traveling exhibition. You know how it is at the museum.
I do.
Always
absolutely.
something new.
And of course, later on in the year, the next Dino Ball fundraiser is always circled on my calendar.
Yes.
By the way, we have a guest here in studio today. Did you want to give that guest a shout out if you like?
I would love to.
Will it cause any contractual issues with this person or?
It will not.
Okay,
no. So with us today in our studio audience, we have Tracy. Tracy is, there you go, Tracy. You're on camera.
So you're on camera.
Yeah.
Smile, Tracy.
You got to wave, Tracy.
And it's one thing I tell all my guests, if anybody comes in the studio, there's always a chance you'll end up on camera when you least expect it.
So
Thank you, John.
So Tracy is an incredible intern from UNLV who's joining me at the museum to support our PR and marketing efforts.
And you brought her here. It can only go up from here for her, can it?
That I had to set the bar somewhere.
Wow. Wow.
No, in fact, I told Tracy that this is my favorite interview.
Thank you.
I so enjoy coming here. And I was like, this is unlike anywhere else that we're going to go during her time with me.
Damn
because
right.
We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. So, yeah.
It has to be that way. I want to, I've, you know me, 18 and a half years doing this. I have fun doing it. And I promised my wife that the day it stops being fun, that's the day I hang up my microphone because then there's no reason to do it. Fortunately, with 4 shows, 2 that I produce on top of that, and possibly a 5th show that I'm working on, the passion continues to be there, which is always good. Just like I know you had the passion for the museum.
Oh my gosh.
So welcome, Tracy, to the team. Hopefully, if you do good enough, she'll hire you maybe. I guess that's the ultimate goal and everything. I'll put in a good word for you, especially if you get my good side on those pictures. Anyway, hey, you know what time it is around here, John?
I give up. What time might it be today?
I don't know what day it is. It's time for Vegas around 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, Here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
Oh, I had too much fun doing this show. Anyway, it's time for Vegas Unwrapped 2.0. It's the time of the show where I talk about some news and highlights and winnings and losers and all sorts of good stuff to get into conversation. What's interesting is I only have a couple of I don't even think I have any winning announcements for this week's show. So today it's just going to be all about news and headlines. But the first one, when I saw this come across, I'm like, I have to bring this on with Kate. She'll appreciate this because the museum is all about great information. Mm-hmm. Historical information, records to some degree, right? Size of giraffes in the front there,
of course,
saber tooth and everything.
Who doesn't love to know that? Yeah.
Did you know an Oregon woman was recently inducted into the Guinness World Records in 2024?
I did not.
You're just started and already they have the 2024 version out.
Yeah.
Want to take a guess of what she might even be in there for? You'll never guess, but I'll ask anyway.
Hula hooping.
Oh, that's not bad. John, you want to take a shot at this one? Probably a smart idea there, John.
Ain't touching that.
But are you ready for this one? An Oregon woman has earned bragging rights after securing the Guinness World Record for the largest female tongue circumference. That's right, the largest female tongue circumference. I said, you want me to say it again to make sure you heard it right?
How big
does it make it?
Thank you, studio audience, for playing. 5.21 inches around, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 5.2 inches circumference. Now, here's a picture of her, by the way, if you want to check it out.
Oh, with her tongue sticking out.
Yeah, well, of course. Now, what would it be without it sticking out in the picture?
No, I mean, wait.
Is she a member of KISS?
She might be related to Gene Simmons, but I don't think his tongue was long. Hers is girthy.
It kind of looks like a potato. I mean, well done her. She used it to her advantage. I love it.
That's what her husband probably says too. Anyway, but of course there's a... Don't stick your tongue out unless you plan to use it. But anyway, of course if there's a female... I've lost control. We're only a couple of minutes in. Holy cow. So of course if there's a female record, wouldn't logic dictate that there's a
male record?
Want to guess what that one is? For the same category. Quiet and careful over there, John. I feel bad we're doing this with the intern here because she'll never want to go back to work with you. She's going to be like, you go on that stuff to do? Talking about tongues and widths and everything?
She's going to be calling HR.
I'm going to let you guess, Tracy. What do you think for the male record?
For the male record, based on what you're for the women's.
6 inches.
6 inches?
4.3.
6.3 inches.
Hey!
Nicely done.
Closest without going over.
It's not the size that matters.
You can't just go
Anyway,
anywhere.
no, I tell you what, she's going to call HR and me too, and I don't even work for the museum. Anyway.
Anybody want to buy a TV station?
Oh my God. Let's see. This lady's name, if I can find it. Not that I really care at this point because the joke's are already gone. Jenny Duvander from Portland.
Well done,
She
Jen.
says, oh my God, saying she's been able to flex her tongue for as long as she can remember. Insert any joke in there that you want to, folks. It's your show too. Her dentist also measured it by wrapping it in floss last May. I don't know, does floss have size when you pull it out of the little box?
Well, like a string.
Well,
right?
I know what the string is in there, but is there a certain length? I mean, never mind.
No, they measured it after, right?
I don't know. I just want to get out of this topic as fast as I can. Her son, Evan, loves Guinness World Records and pours throughout the hardcover book every year. My record is definitely inspired by his love of facts and human abilities. I think we'll just finish that one right there, ladies and gentlemen. Do you buy Girl Scout cookies?
I do not.
You do not. Did you ever buy them at all?
Yes. So I have food allergies.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that you probably couldn't do.
Gluten and dairy, which is everything
Everything.
delicious.
Of
So
course.
highly recommend everyone else do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
I used to love a Thin Mint. That was my.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It is.
I do love it.
I don't like mint, so I hated that cookie, but
Oh.
that's okay.
I like the coconut one.
Oh.
I like taking the peanut butter ones, put them in the refrigerator, let them chill, and then you have chili, like a Reese's. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
And when my wife doesn't know, I put the whole rack in there and I hide them behind the stuff that you can't see. The Girl Scout cookie usually begins in January, lasts till mid-April. So I guess technically we're in season right now. My wife came home from school one day with like 7 boxes. I'm like, is that for us? She goes, no, they're all for the girls. What, am I not important? So she sent them all Girl Scout cookies and I think left 1 box here. That was the peanut butter cookie I just talked about. Do you remember, John might probably know this, when they originally started selling these in 1917, what was the original price per box? Do you want to take a guess seriously?
If I remember correctly,
Back in my day,
it was 25 cents a box.
you know what? Ding, ding, ding. Give that man a cigar. Now they are anywhere from
I thought I
$5
remembered.
to $7 a box. I remember when they used to sell $1. I can't go back as far as John. $5 to $7 a box, and the cookies have gotten smaller in the package too.
I love Girl Scout cookies, but I will not buy them. What I do
The
is I
cookies
take
or the Girl Scouts?
Yes. I take that, I donate
That
the
went over.
money directly to, no, I got it. I donate the money. I just say,
Yeah.
hey, here's $5.
Yep, that's what we usually do too.
Because I think they get like 80 cents a box or something
Yeah.
like that. So,
No, we do the same thing because
Yeah.
we can't have them, but we do treat ourselves every once in a while.
oh no, I would eat the hell out of it. Anybody else buys them, but they bring them in the studio, they're history. They're gone.
They are
Yeah.
gone to Lagoo.
Yeah.
Hey, Walt Disney World. Walt Disney, and we're talking World, the one in Florida, not here in Cali, seems to be in the news an awful lot for a lot of the wrong reasons. Characters doing the wrong things with people and all sorts of stuff.
Fighting with the governor.
Fighting with the governor, little things like that. But if you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World next year, you might be paying more just to get in the parks. After 2025 tickets have already gone on sale as of this past Tuesday, the resort's website showed that prices for a single day admission ticket went up by as much as $20 depending on the day and the park chosen. So if you want to go to Magic Kingdom, 2024 prices were $169. Now they're $179. Epcot, $154, $174. What does that tell you about how everybody loves Epcot, right? You can just jack it up a little more. Disney's Hollywood Studios, another great one, $159 to $174.
Wow.
And Disney's Animal Kingdom, $144 to $154. Price will vary based on date. But this year's Disney World cheapest tickets is priced at $109 for select dates in the summer because nobody's foolish enough to go in the middle of the summer in the humidity in Orlando, Florida.
I used to live there.
Did you?
I was one of those fools.
But
Good job, Aaron.
how to win friends and influence people, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I was thrifty though. It was
But-
great.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
but if you live there,
We're
your
used
body
to
gets
it.
acclimated. Let's like
Very
living
much
out
so.
here. People say, "How do you live in the summer?" Hey, if the air conditioner works and the pool stays wet, it can be as hot as the one. I don't work outside. right?
Exactly.
So I guess when you get into that, your body adjusts to the weather. And it's like
For sure.
Well, you have to have a lot of water and suntan lotion
I did.
and short hair like mine, so that when the humidity hits, your hair doesn't go jack all over you, right?
Well, don't look at pictures of me from then.
Okay. Ooh, John, pull them up. See if you can find it. Okay. Did you know there's another music festival coming into town in a couple
did not.
months?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if Tracy did. I mean, she's probably, being PR marketing person, she's got to. No? John, is her mic hot, by the way? She's not looking at it. She's like, don't do it, John.
Yeah.
I could just wait and write up that studio. Okay. It's called the music festival Sick New World. That's the name of the festival.
SICK or SIC?
SICK.
Okay.
Is
There is
it?
a difference.
I'm sure there is. And you would only know that. Is expanding its
Wait,
foot.
wait, wait. Aren't you a teacher? Shouldn't you know that?
Yeah, but I don't teach my kids when they're sick that
No,
they
no,
would
no.
spell it SIC.
SIC.
I know.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
See, this is his mission in life, is to get me off track on every show.
I've
And most of
noticed.
the time he succeeds too. By the way.
What?
He's incredible at
Right.
it.
He
Yeah.
is very good at it. So we've only known each other for 10 years, 11, whatever it is. Sick New World is scheduled for Saturday, April 27th at the Las Vegas Festival Grounds. The lineup includes System of Down, Slipknot, Alice in Chains, Bad Omens, Knocked Loose, and many more. But what I have here, believe it or not, they are expanding their special sideshows. So Thursday, April 25th, you can go see Chevelle at House of Blues and Front 242 and Nitzer Ebb at Brooklyn. Where do they come up with these names? I mean, Friday, April 26th, Bring Me the Horizon with Spirit Box at Blue Live Theater inside Fontainebleau. That's if they don't stop losing all their executives.
I actually love Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, what kind of music do they play?
It's
Are you telling me I've now got to be careful what I say about everything because you may actually like it?
That's okay. We can agree to disagree.
Okay,
that's
that's
okay. They play. It's kind of like punk rock, emo. Yeah, all these bands.
Emo punk rock?
Yes.
I gotta hear that.
If I'd known that, I'd have worn my punk rock hat or something.
No, that's a steampunk hat.
Different.
I can't put my hair up
Yes.
into a mohawk. I'm sorry, I can't spike it anymore. Friday the 26th. Well, let's just do it this way. You got shows at the Fontainebleau, Palms, Brooklyn Bowl, Brooklyn Bowl, Sunday the 28th. Back at the House of Blues, there's some shows, Brooklyn Bowl, and you can get all that information starting March 1st at Ticketmaster.com. Have you heard this thing about a baseball team that's wanting to move here?
Yes.
Is there anybody that hasn't?
Right? At Chamber Preview, they were there and they announced it as part of
They
the
did.
pro sports coming to town.
However, there are still many people that believe that they still may not ever make it because owner John Fisher has yet to secure his part of the stadium funding, and several deadlines in release of ballpark renderings have been missed. The relocation is about to receive official opposition, though, from the Nevada State Education Association, which represents teachers and educators throughout the state. The NSEA is preparing to file an injunction to stop $380 million in public funds from being distributed to the A's on the grounds that it's unconstitutional. I will not read their press release. You can find that out if you want online. $380 million of public funds were approved last June through the Schools Over Stadiums political action group continues to press for public referendum not use the tax dollars to fund the project. So, and the new stadium is expected to be open in 2028. So the Chamber of Commerce could have announced it to the cows come home, but it's still not 100% solid because he doesn't have the required funding.
So we may have a vacant lot on the strip.
I guess. I guess
so.
so. I guess so.
Boulevard?
Yeah, probably.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, well, they're
Not like we don't have a.
tearing it down next month.
Well,
Well,
Exactly.
they're closing it down.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So I have a couple more stories, but in the interest of time, I'm only going to share one more. We remember Adele, the
Yes.
Love
famous
her.
singer.
Of course.
Do you remember? I think it was right before the pandemic or shortly thereafter. She had this residency all set up at Caesars, and like literally at the last second, cancels it. Everybody was up in arms, wanted refunds. She blamed the boyfriend. This. Okay, finally she came back. Right? She reset those dates. Didn't Madonna have a song called? No, that was "Whoop." There it is, or "Whoop." Right? That's not Madonna. I
That's
know that.
not
When I thought about the title in my head, I know it wasn't
Yeah.
Madonna, but whatever it is.
Oh, there it is.
Adele postpones her March shows of her Las Vegas legacy. Here we go again, folks. Singer Adele announces she is postponing all of her March shows for her Las Vegas residency. You ready? Singer posted a statement to the platform X, formerly Twitter. You're obligated to say that now. Tuesday evening, stating she needs to, quote, take a beat and a pause to pause her residency at the Coliseum. Why? The artist said she was sick during the last leg of her residency and all the way through her break. Adele said she did not get the chance to get back to full health and has now fallen sick again, saying, and so on doctor's orders, I had no choice but to rest thoroughly. Postpone dates. Well, the first set have already happened March 1st, and 2nd, 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 22nd, 23rd, basically the month of March on Saturdays and Sundays. She's doing it to Vegas residents again,
Wait.
in my opinion.
If she is in poor health,
Yes.
then good for her.
I agree.
I
But-
would not want my willingness or my wanting to go to a concert be the reason that somebody gets really sick or suffers for something.
But did you notice that in the piece I read, she had a break where she could have recovered? I don't know how ill she is, so I'll take that with a grain of salt. But I'm sure she wasn't sitting in bed, sipping on chicken soup the entire time to try to get better.
How do you know?
Because I just know. I am who I am for a reason. With that, we're going to step aside for a break before anybody else says anything.
About time.
You're damn right it is. You're watching Aaron's Hour. Kate will finally make the show improve. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
Hi, I'm John P.G. Stiles. Some people call me JPEG. You can probably guess why. I'm the founder and partner at WWDB TV. Does your business need a commercial, or do you already have one and you just want to get the message out there? Do you need a sizzle reel? Do you need an audition tape for a part that you're up for? Or have you ever thought about hosting your own show? Well, this is the place, WWDB TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, we dubbed that last commercial the commercial with the homeless guy. That's John Stiles, the owner of this wonderful establishment that we do our
We
shows
are
at.
an equal opportunity employer.
Think,
We don't have any employees.
right. So
That's
you're
why we are an equal opportunity. Nobody gets a job here.
equal opportunity offenders. That's what it is over here. But no, seriously, listen, this studio, WWDB TV, it's more than just shows, folks. You want your movie parts filmed here. You want scenes part here, filmed here. Why can't I not talk? I have no idea. You have a music video. You want to record teaching lessons, speaking lessons, whatever you want. This studio can do it for you. So give John a ringy dingy or check it out, www.dbtv.com. Anyway, hi, Kate.
Hi,
Did you
Aaron.
just get here? Oh, my goodness.
I just
gracious.
snuck in.
Did you?
That way, yeah.
The Las Vegas Natural History Museum, they are on a mission to inspire better understanding and appreciation of the natural world, the sciences, and ourselves through educational exhibits, programming, and research. We recognize and acknowledge that the Las Vegas Natural History Museum is located on the traditional lands of the Southern Paiute ancestral Puebloans. Is that right?
Puebloans. Mhm.
Is that what's okay?
You got it. You got it. Keep it rolling.
And Lower Colorado River tribes. The Las Vegas Natural History Museum is committed to an inclusive culture that values the similarities and differences that exist among its directors, employees, members, and patrons. The museum encourages an environment that is diverse in age, education, ethnic origin, gender, lifestyles, abilities, race, religion, beliefs, and sexual orientation.
You printed everything off the website.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I take notes very easily.
Yes.
I cheat.
Well done, you.
1989 is when the museum opened, right?
It's when
Roughly.
we opened our doors to the public in 91. 89 is when the small group of volunteers locally here
Mhm.
started lobbying the city to get a building to
Uh-huh.
have a natural history museum. So, yeah.
Why, do you think there's a lot of history in Las Vegas? We've only been around hundreds of years.
Well, I
You
mean,
have to dig for it, I guess. But
you do have to dig for it a little bit.
just like that joke, I've really dug for that.
Yeah,
It was terrible. Even your paleontologist couldn't find the bones in that joke.
I mean,
Which, by the way, is one of the coolest rooms in that place.
thank you.
Not this past one, but the ball before that. I went downstairs and
Mhm.
went down and spoke to the paleontologist and his assistant, I think, was in there. And and it was great because I was doing a lesson with students about paleontologists.
Yes.
So they allowed me to hold a couple of the fossils, and I was able to show my kids. My kids loved those pictures, seeing me in that
Nice.
room. So
Yeah.
I love all the exhibits in the new one, which we'll talk about here in a moment.
For sure.
But being downstairs in that room for me was just awesome. It was just awesome to look at that millions of years of history
Yes.
sitting in that room.
Yes.
What's the insurance like for that room? I mean, it's got to be crazy.
I will say we definitely have a great policy
For sure.
that
For
we
sure.
keep updated very well.
I think a lot of people get scared by the word museum.
They do.
What
It's
makes-
unfortunate.
What makes this museum different that people shouldn't be nervous about coming to see?
This museum's incredible
Mm-hmm.
because when you think about natural history museums, you think about massive crowds, you think about almost kind of this overwhelming experience,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not the most friendly. Ours, because we're only 32 years old,
Mm-hmm.
it's really a little bit more of that community center feel. So we've
Love
got members that we know by name who come through with their families,
Mhm.
sometimes a couple times a week. Any guest that comes through the door is greeted with a warm smile. We're happy to talk to people. Depending on the time of day, you don't really need to worry about the time ticketing as much as you do in a lot of other museums,
Right.
because we've built in the idea that you need space to be able to connect with the content.
My other favorite room in there that I love spending time is the Egyptian room.
Oh, Treasures
My-
of Egypt is
Yo,
incredible.
I love that room. Absolutely love that room. And my wife was with me at the last ball, and
She's incredible, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
did she send you money to say that on the show? So she has that recorded now. We both loved together that room. She was just so in awe of looking in the windows and seeing, the remake of some of the things you had up there, the mummies and the gold and the this and the that. That's another great room in there as well.
Thank you. And a lot of people don't realize that that is a faithful recreation of King Tut's tomb as Howard Carter found it over 100 years ago. And so all of the items in it were made by Egyptian people using traditional techniques, original resources when possible. And it's only one of 3 collections in the world
Right.
approved by the Antiquities Department of Egypt.
And I'm glad that you said that about the Egyptians being involved in the recreation. I didn't know that, but it makes sense because they can validate the genuine nature and put that into it.
Of course.
Then obviously better than anybody else.
Of course. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's their history. And I just love too that they're able to keep the actual artifacts at home and we can still tell that incredible story in a way that's really meaningful and gives you the sense for what you would actually find.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I watch Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates. You ever catch that show?
I do sometimes.
And
Yeah.
he did it, I think it was like a 2 or 3 part series of going through the tombs in Egypt. And looking at the display took me back to many of the scenes where he was in the tombs when they found what they thought might have been the actual mummy. And it literally was so authentic to go through it. That's immediately where I flash back to is that episode.
That's incredible.
I
That
mean-
makes my heart so happy.
Yeah,
It means we did our job.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not saying that because you're sitting here and I hope to be back next year at the Dino Ball, but
Sure.
well, listen, it is what it is. No, but seriously, I mean, you know me enough that with my background, to me, customer service is oh so important.
Yes.
Even when I go out for dining, my wife and I ask to be sat at a table with someone who has personality, because to me, that's part of the show.
Yeah.
But to have that kind of stuff to draw in the authenticity of the displays where you can really get those goosebumps going through there is really important. And I encourage
sure.
anybody, guys and gals out there, even if you're coming to visit Vegas, if you don't live here, you've got to put this on your calendar to go down there to the museum and check it out. Because I'm telling you, if you're not in there for a couple of hours taking your time, then you shortchange yourself on what the museum can show you and teach you. And there's people there that can actually answer your questions. You don't have to necessarily push a button. You get that recorded push button here. This is the tomb of the mummy. You got real people that are there to answer your questions.
True.
Right.
Well, the lab, the Richard Ditton Learning
Yeah.
Lab that you were talking about,
Yeah.
if the researchers are not out in the field actively, at dig
Digging.
sites, exactly,
Digging.
digging. Dun, dun, dun. We're back.
Can you dig it?
Oh, that was
I know. I should have stopped when I was ahead, John.
were you ahead?
No.
But you can walk in
Yeah.
when the lab is open, and there's just a small dividing wall to keep the public from accessing the actual fossils, but you can talk to the researchers, you can talk to the scientists, you can find out what they're working on, and it's a great opportunity too for the students in the area to get hands-on experience through internship there and telling their stories to the
Sure,
public.
sure.
So it's
And that's what
super
makes
fun.
it unique. I mean, there's a museum. We have the Neon Museum. We have the Mob Museum. We have this museum and everything else. And every one of them has their place in this town, sharing the history of just Las Vegas. And some of the things
Totally.
you have there a lot of stuff is found here. Like as I mentioned, this is on Indian land, right?
Native
So
American.
there's a lot of stuff that's available there. But this is the only one that I can think of that not only just covers Vegas history to a degree, but really world history
Yes.
within reach.
Yes, exactly. That's the goal. We know that, especially with the way that the school system is here in Las Vegas, we love CCSD. We know they're doing the best they can. We're supplementing that. We're offering
Yes.
the students an immersive
Hands-on,
experience that's hands-on.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we don't want to be the State Museum or the
Right.
Neon Museum. They do such good work in
Right.
their own space. We see ourselves as offering context
Yes.
for the broader world.
I love that. I absolutely love it. That's why, the museum has a very special place in my heart because I love it. And I'm not a museum-y kind of guy unless it's like Cooperstown for baseball, all that sort of stuff, or the Smithsonian
Or the Batcave.
or the Batcave.
There we go,
Right.
John. Yeah.
But for me to sit here and tell you how much I enjoy it, my wife loves that stuff too. And so it definitely hits home. Now, there's a lot of stuff. There's events and events and events. First of all, let's give the website to the museum. So A, I don't screw it up. And B, where they can find all the events that I know we're going to talk a little bit about.
Perfect. Yes. So we are located at www.lvnhm, like Las Vegas Natural History Museum.org. Again, that's lvnhm.org.
LVH, what is it?
LVN, Las Vegas Natural H History M Museum, lvnhm.org.
Okay.
We're also
Check it out.
We're also on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube.
All the basics. But the best one, go to the website because you have your events there. You can make donations on there, I believe.
Correct.
You can become a member of the museum,
Great value.
right?
Incredible
So
value.
there's a lot of things you can do on the website. All right. So I know with the 12-month calendar, things
Mm-hmm.
are pretty full. We're in springtime. March. Spring is right around the corner for the actual date of March 21st. Is that still spring? Leap year has thrown me totally off, by the way. I'll just share that with you. Is that right? It's spring. March 21st is like the official start of
I
spring-ish?
think so.
Okay. So you're the
First
same.
day of spring, yes.
It is, right?
Thank you,
Okay.
John. I'm like, Tracy, John.
And somebody bounce out. You notice they let us hang there for a second. You guys want to hang? You're hanging on your own. So you got to have. I know you have events coming up. What do you have
So much.
coming up? Let's share.
Definitely.
you
So we've got.
And you're holding a magazine on your lap, which is what I thought you were doing for reference.
Well, I
but-
want to show you, we got some awesome coverage of the
Oh.
gallery that you helped us open at Dino Ball. So when we circle back to that,
Okay.
I have a little show and tell for you.
Ooh, I
You'll
love
love
show and
it.
tell.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, we have incredible programming coming up. So we've got every single Saturday, there's different science experiments happening. We've got toddler story time and critter connections, critter explorations on Sundays. We've got programming every single day that CCSD has some sort of a teacher workday or holiday. With spring break, we just did the STEM career quest, exploring different STEM careers.
Are field trips picking back up for you guys where
Oh,
schools are coming back now?
yes.
Okay.
I think it's the most fun time of day
Sure.
for us because the energy in the museum just goes through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a field trip. We are solidly booked out for the school year,
Great.
and we're booking into 2025
Oh,
already.
that's so good. So good to hear.
yeah, yeah.
That's good. So
It's
March
exciting.
is full.
March is full. April's full. April, we also have the Las Vegas Science and Technology Festival coming up. A lot of people haven't heard of it. It is the best kept secret in Nevada. It's the largest free educational event in Southern Nevada.
Nice.
It's not just our museum. Oh, I touched the mic, John. Don't hate
All
me.
right.
It's not just our
Wasn't
museum.
just me. Yeah.
exactly.
John's hair goes up.
It's a full week of programs,
Okay.
everything from behind the scenes tours at the Bellagio fountains to see how they work to, nights at the planetarium. And the cool thing is there's no catch thanks to the sponsors like CCSD and NNSS. Everything is 100% free.
Wow.
And that's great. And I want to stress upon that because I mentioned a few minutes ago, people can go out and make donations to help support. But a lot of these bigger presentations and things that you do, like my $100 donation would be very accepted. However, you're talking big dollars that you need to have those great corporate sponsors. I know
Definitely.
you threw a couple out there. Would you like to just throw a couple more that support the museum?
Of course.
So that I can send them a bill for advertising? Just kidding.
I will say that MGM International Foundation has been incredibly generous to not only the Science Festival, but also to our education department.
Right.
They've helped us purchase new equipment. They support the weekend programming. They've been just incredible partners. We also, the Gene Haas Foundation, we keep hearing that Haas is building a manufacturing plant out in Henderson. It is coming. It's a little delayed, but the Gene Haas Foundation actually supports the museum as well and the Science Festival. And yeah, you're right. The educational programming doesn't happen just out of magic,
Right.
you know. But we've got an incredible education director right now, Grace Giroge, and she is, I think she's really going to be an awesome leader for this community coming.
Is she new to the museum?
She is. She's
Okay.
been there less than a year. She started
Okay.
with us 8 months ago.
Right on.
And just hit the ground running. She's got incredible things programmed. And she's also finishing her doctorate in
Ooh.
education. So she's bringing, you know, that kind of
Sure.
knowledge and that cutting edge research
Okay.
and study to our program. So there's a lot of fun to be had.
Absolutely. So before we go on to, I tease a little bit about the funding and fundraising.
Yes. Yes.
So we're going to take our quick second break of the show. When we come back, we're going to talk about the big annual one, which is the
Dino Ball.
which is so much fun because I get to see the world's largest giraffe and eagle right in the hallway. When we come back, that's what we're going to talk about, the funding. We're going to talk about the last event. And at that point, anything else Kate wants to talk about, because really, it's her show. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Mary McElhatton. I am the host of the Permission Mission Show. We air every single week on Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Time with the www.dbtv.com and also my Permission Mission Facebook page. Permission Mission is a platform that we are able to talk about mortality openly, boldly, bravely, because it is something that's happening all the time. And to know more about it is going to help every family out. Thank you for joining me again, Mary McElhatton, the host for the Permission Mission Show.
Bingo!
Hey, welcome back to Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips. That's right, that's me. This is Kate from the Las Vegas something or other museum. No, just kidding.
Las Vegas Natural History Museum.
I don't know why I have such trouble with that.
Someday.
It's your beauty that throws me off.
That's it. Yes.
I just saved myself.
You did.
She is holding up a magazine here. Which magazine is that in? That's the weekly magazine that comes out monthly, right? That's weekly, monthly.
I'm not going to comment
No,
on that
don't
part,
comment.
but yes, Las Vegas Weekly. So you helped us open the brand new Weekend International Gallery at the Dino Ball last
I
year.
did.
And we are still getting coverage on it.
Are you really?
Yeah, folks are just incredibly impressed with what we were able to do with the support of the E.L. Wiegand Foundation.
Mhm.
And I hadn't shown you yet that
No.
we got like a full spread.
I hadn't seen it. I used to
Yeah.
pick this magazine up, but I don't anymore. But that's great.
Well, there you go.
So,
So yeah.
the theme of the ball this year was lions and tigers and bears, wasn't it? We had-
Oh my,
Right.
yes.
We had there was the Wizard of Oz thing happening because this new room was filled with beautiful animals, literally lions, tigers, bears, birds, things, and the electrical display that went on with the snowflakes, with the polar bears and everything
Yes.
else. If for nothing else, folks, that's a room you got to see if you get over there. That's for sure.
It used to be a really traditional presentation. It was
Mhm.
150 animals just grouped in their animal families. And we know that Las Vegas wants more these days to, you know, look at Meow Wolf and some of the incredible things that they're doing at Area 15 and the
Everything,
projections
absolutely.
and everything.
Bigger and better.
Bigger, better. So we wanted to see what we could do to
Mm-hmm.
tell those stories better. And yeah, we were able to hire all local.
Mhm.
And with the grant funding, like I mentioned, from the E.L. Wiegand Foundation,
Mhm.
we created Biomes Beyond Borders. And it's this immersive look at how basically temperature,
Right.
elevation, and precipitation, so that's the rainfall. Exactly. I know. I always got to bring a little science to the table, but they basically create these stripes across the planet.
Mhm.
And then within that, you can see how different animals adapt to their specific ecosystem.
Right.
So it really lays the table for the rest of the museum now, where you've got these cool projections and beautifully lit animals. And we're telling the story about ecosystems and adaptations.
Right. And it was so cool being in that room because here you are in, what was it, October was the event, right at the beginning?
Right at the beginning.
And all of a sudden snow is falling via projector in the middle of the room. I'm like, holy cow. It's like,
Antarctica.
yeah,
The Arctic tundra.
it was so cool. And the year before that, when we had the first one that I hosted for you guys, that room was pretty much really was just for the staging for the silent auction stuff. You weren't using that room to that capacity. That was under the
Yes.
old arrangement.
Exactly.
So I've been blessed in the 2 years that I've been hosting this event. The first year was that Eagle donation.
That was incredible. Oh my gosh.
Still an awesome piece that's hanging there.
Wings of Freedom by Nevada-born artist Douglas Van Hout, donated by the family of Carl Ross.
Man.
And it's this beautiful bronze sculpture.
Now, we also talk about in schools, animals and stuff. And one of the animals we always talk about are giraffes. And, you can talk about, I shared that giraffes' necks are 7 feet long on average. And I would tell the kids, I'm 6'2". So just figure a little long, right? Just the necks. But if you guys want to see a life-size giraffe in the hallway, when you walk into the museum, guarding that eagle we were just talking about for all intents and purposes, you will see a life-size giraffe right there to welcome you in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Las Vegas is crazy because we've got everything that you see in the museum was either donated by the community or fundraised for by the community.
Right.
And those giraffes came out of somebody's private collection.
Man.
And they, a lot of times folks would be big game hunters back in the day.
Yep.
Their family inherits the collection. They want to do something meaningful with it. And so now we get to tell stories about, adaptations and animals and conservation. But we get to show people the real
visual
animals.
The visual is so important. There's even the prehistoric room. Now, of course, those are all mechanical, but the sounds, and just that interactive. Now, I have to tell you, folks, that is where you have to hit the red button and the mechanics work. But it's still to feel that and to be in there when that's happening is still a great experience. I love the Dino Balls doing that, and for me, the best part is the food.
Oh. Incredible. Yeah.
And and all the items that are up for auction and the silent auction items. This past year you had that great the band that opened up the event with the
the marimba band from UNLV.
That's the word.
Performed for us.
Yeah, a couple of singers who were there and opening up for us. For
exactly. We had a harpist, a harp player from the Las Vegas Academy. So
I talked with her because my daughter's an alumni from there.
Oh, no kidding.
So we chatted with her for a little bit.
I love that connection, right?
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. Yeah. Our Natural History Museum is about community, connection, and really bringing everybody in and giving them a sense of ownership.
So I want to make sure people are aware of the fact that as great as the Dino Ball is, and it is a couple of hundred people, at least for the last 2 years that I've been
Correct.
there,
It's usually 200 to 250.
So I think we had more than 250 this past year. It seemed like I think we had more than the first year that I was
correct.
There. Okay.
Yes.
How much money did you raise? You want to ballpark it? I'm just curious. If you can't say, you can't say. But I'm just
I won't
curious.
share an exact number,
That's
but
fine.
I will
Ballpark
say
it for me.
It definitely broke records. We are back to it was within our top 3
really
ever for revenue and net for us for
wow.
Dino
I'm glad
Ball.
I can contribute at least $5 of that. But anyway. I bought my
more than that.
Okay, 6.
You tap danced around too.
I love doing the auction. I love
the
the auction with why can't I think of his name? I'm so bad on names.
Doug Surdick.
Doug.
Yeah,
I had a blast with him working that auction.
Oh,
because there is a live auction for a handful of items, and boy, the guys were spending money to make their women happy. Let me tell you that much. A couple of times because I put them on the spot to do it, but that's okay. That's all for
I mean, they walked away with a Hawaiian vacation.
Yes.
They named a T-Rex.
That was
awesome. Yes.
The Hawaiian vacation. The T-Rex is quite. John, did you ever think you'd have a T-Rex named after you?
Not today.
But yesterday, he was. Yeah.
I'm a day late. But
I used to have one.
You walked it down the street, take it.
Didn't we all? Didn't we all, John?
He outgrew his leash.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, do you have a target date for the next one?
I do.
Is it on the calendar? So I can put it on my calendar?
It is on the calendar, and I bought you.
Oh.
I've got my own little dad joke, a bookmark to mark your calendar.
Oh.
There you go. There you
Thank
go.
you.
So
dad joke. Okay.
Our next date is
this fluorescent?
September 28th.
Can I turn the lights out with a?
It is not. No.
Man.
I missed an opportunity there, right? The printing budget. We got to work on that, Tracy.
Do you like that idea? I thought you were going to add something, but you like that idea. All right, there you go. But your dates are not. September 28th.
September 28th.
Very
exactly.
cool. There you go. September 28th. Mark your calendars because I hope to be there again.
And this is actually the dinosaur sculpture we have outside of the
Yes,
museum that
that's
lights
right.
up. So if you come to Dino Ball, this dinosaur is peeking over our outdoor lounge space.
Absolutely. And that is true too. I mean, you got that outdoor space in the back that was open, not this year, but last year at a band out there.
Mhm.
God, it's so much fun. If nothing else, folks, plan on that to come down and check out the museum so that you know when to go back.
Who doesn't love a museum at night, right?
Well, if you watch that Ben Stiller movie, not
Well,
too sure.
Okay, ours is much more fun. And 21 and up, adult only.
True. That is very
Yeah.
true. That is very
Put on
true.
a cocktail dress, run around a museum
That
at
it is.
night.
It
Who doesn't love
absolutely
that?
is a dress up party, an occasion that is well worth the community for sure. All right. I'm going to change gears just for a little bit
Let's
before we
do
get ready
it.
to wrap up.
Okay.
Normally I ask my guests like curveball questions. You've been through the ringer twice with me, as much as I've tried to change it. But since we have fresh water, fresh blood fresh someone new in the audience.
I know. I'm like,
She is going to be like, she's my. So I have just these crazy questions. You can put the camera on her in between if you'd like to, but whether she likes it or not, because they have to see her. I don't want them to just. So this is one of those like first thing that comes to mind stuff. Okay, and it's like, well, here's the easy one. Who's your favorite actor of all time?
Denzel Washington.
She didn't have us hesitate. Did you notice that?
no, he's good.
He
He's
is good. I like him.
Oh.
A female, all-time favorite female actress.
Viola Davis.
Okay,
Also
another great one.
Ooh,
Another nice
yeah.
one. All right. Favorite all-time movie. So that, see that I finish this so it gives you time to think of one. So that when it comes on the air, you grab your favorite popcorn, your favorite adult beverage, presumably a favorite person to watch the movie or people's with you. You turn your phone off so you're not disturbed. What movie is that for you?
Rush Hour came to mind.
That's every day in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. We deal Rush Hour here. Holy cow. That's all right. Hey, it's your movie. What's your favorite genre of music?
I love R&B and soul.
Okay. What's your favorite all-time song? So that when it comes on your radio in your car, which you all love to do, bad karaoke in the car, that song comes on. You don't care what anybody's looking at, seeing inside your car. You're bebopping to what song? Are you trying to come up with the name, or are you just too embarrassed to share it? If it's anything better than row, row, row your boat, you're fine.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? I just was playing it.
So-
Okay, I'll just have to go with the second
Okay.
guess. Beyonce, Dangerously in Love.
Okay. If the first one comes up, please, by all means. We have the next host that's ready is going to, she's loving that option. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can turn to the camera.
There you go.
There you go. But you're going to come back to us and then
Yeah,
turn.
you gotta let the people see your face, Tracy.
Okay. A couple more and then I'll let you off the hook. Favorite all-time vehicle so that when you have the funds, it's parked in your driveway, assuming it's not already there. What is your dream car?
Oh, a Range Rover.
Any color?
Oh, black. Yeah.
Give me
Just
s-
matte
what-
black. Matte black.
Matte black.
Oh.
Well, that would mean it would be a Batmobile then. If it's matte black, it has to be shiny black.
Is that the guy from Friends?
No! Oh my God. Oh my
Oh,
God.
John.
I guess technically it is. If you take his last name and translate it, I guess it is. Oh my God. See what I got to work with around here? Holy cow. I feel sorry for
my
them.
blogger.
No, no, to be online, right? Absolutely. Okay. Favorite bucket list vacation, someplace you want to go.
Egypt.
Was it just because we were just talking about it? We like spurned her
We
interest?
really sold it, didn't we?
Why
Yeah.
do you want to go there?
I would love to visit the pyramids and check out the tombs.
Are you a history buff?
Yes, specifically ancient Egypt or any ancient civilization, Rome.
So how many times have you toured the Egypt room?
Every time I'm there.
She's worn out a path. Right? She's walking
Every
around.
time I'm there.
Favorite meal all time, top to bottom, starting with appetizer.
Appetizer, I love nachos.
Okay.
Okay.
Entree.
Entree, I love I love steak. I love steak with some mashed potatoes and
Okay.
roasting vegetables.
Dessert.
I love BJ's Pizookies. It's like those pizza cookies with
With the
some
cookie
ice
chocolate,
cream.
with the chocolate chip or
Yeah.
brownie with the ice cream on top.
Yep.
And-
some whipped cream.
Adult beverage.
I don't drink.
Okay.
But if I do, I love like a wine cooler. Like
Oh,
a
that-
Seagram's wine
Okay,
cooler.
absolutely. That's totally fine. Or a couple of more, and then I'll let you off the hook. By the way, I guarantee she didn't wake up this morning saying, maybe will appear on TV today.
She
What do
did
you
not.
think? I'm
No,
sure she
definitely
did, right?
not.
I'm sure
And
she
just on the wine cooler front, who doesn't love a good wine cooler, especially in the summer? It's so hot
I
here.
don't drink at all. I'm a water guy, straight up. What can I tell you?
I'm with you.
Dude, anything with bubbles in it, you're there all the time anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, a couple more and I'll let you off the hook. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with her. I don't know if it's fair or not, but favorite superhero, Batman in case you need a hint, or Superman?
Superman.
Turn her mic off. Who invited her around here?
She's on my team. We talked about this last time. We love some
Especially
Superman.
Henry Cavill. Have you seen?
Absolutely. But Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, nothing.
Henry Cavill looks really good.
He does. I'll admit he was probably one of the best. He was probably one of the best Supermans after, of course, Christopher Reeve. I mean,
Of course.
rest his soul. All right, last question for you. I'll let you off the hook because the next host, she's breathing down my neck, waiting to get into the chair.
She knocked you out.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm good. You know what? She's not aware of this, but I'm going to bring her over here in a second too. When the day comes that you're standing at the pearly gates, the maitre d' is there to greet you. What is it you want them to say to you before they welcome you in?
We've been waiting for you, or I've been waiting for you. Or something
Okay.
like that.
Imagine doing PR up there. How's that for a gig, huh?
I mean,
Can't get any higher.
Yeah, the stakes would literally be high.
Yeah.
Well, they'd be a lot higher than coming back on this show that she said. You know what I'm saying? Try to set the bar low. You're off the hot seat. All right, very good. She done well. Now, come on around here, Tanisha. Come on around here. We don't get a whole lot of opportunity to do this because of everybody's different schedule, but I love to cross promote the different shows.
Yeah.
And coming up, I don't know when is she? When is
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Live?
I'm coming up now, guys.
Live? Holy cow! Well, tell them about your show. Take this opportunity to promote your show online, please.
Yeah. And thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
All right, opportunity knocks. You better show up. Hey, everybody. I'm Las Vegas Tribune News. I'm a journalist here in Las Vegas. So my job is to see what's going on, even though I don't do a great job at it, but still tune in. Tune in, everybody. Make sure you click it. And make sure you click in the Aaron's Hour. Make sure you hit up the museum and make sure you listen to a few great songs that she talked about. Like
She started
Dangerously in
dancing
Love.
back here.
I started doing it all.
She was going down the hallway. She's like, she's doing Beyonce down the hallway.
But I'm gonna go because I don't let the show in.
That's right.
Thank you.
She wants to. Thank you, sweetie, for stopping. I appreciate that. All right. Anything else you want to add about the museum? Like maybe the website again, phone numbers, hours of operation would be pretty important.
It would
because I
be.
neglected to share that
You did.
because I didn't know it.
All that research.
Well,
no
I only
hours.
have one page. It's,
Okay.
I could have, but
So yes, we are open every single day of the week. So daily, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're only closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And our website again is lvnhm.org. You can find tickets there. You can find information about upcoming events. And definitely mark your calendars for September 28th for a Dino Ball. We're also going to be on Monday's Dark as a benefiting charity this year,
Sweet.
June
Cool.
3rd.
okay.
And Mystery at the Museum, our original interactive murder mystery, is going to be
Ooh, I
April
want
6th.
to roll in that. When is that?
April 6th.
I want to roll in that.
Yes, tickets are online. So
Not
yeah.
just to buy. I want in. I want you.
Yeah, I know.
We better-
I know.
we're
You and
gonna-
I are
I'll
going to sidebar after this.
I'll have
Don't
my
you worry.
people talk to your people.
There you
Hey,
go. There you go.
you know what that means? We're going to get out of here because it's almost time anyway. Tracy, thank you for being a good sport, jumping into the spotlight. She was just here to take notes as an intern. Well, we're going to put her in the hot spot. That's what happens on this show.
Way to go, Tracy.
You never know what happens.
Well done.
Absolutely. Sooner or later, the world's going to we want more Tracy and less Aaron. That's okay. You know what? I could always look for great co-hosts. I'm okay with that. And of course, my dear friend Kate, thank you so much. I'll give you this hand.
Oh, okay. There we go.
My dear friend Kate from the museum, you want to chat? I love this lady. I really do. Not just because she hires me, but she's a good person too. Hey, don't forget, check out my, what do I want? Check out my Facebook page, my social media platform, see who my upcoming guests are, because you know me, I never know to the last minute. Thank you for watching. As always, be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. We'll see you next time right here on Aaron's Hour. Thank you for watching.